Hey, welcome to Joker's Comedy Club, home of Laffin With the Joker, where we've got the funniest stuff going on that you've ever heard. In fact, I keep hearing things out here. I think it's coming from down there, but I'm not really sure. Let's take a look. Right down these stairs is truly the best comedy club in the metro area. Joker's Comedy Club, 13th and Jones, right in the heart of the old market. I'm hearing those sounds again. Are you hearing those? I think they're coming down here. Yeah, they're coming from down here. I think we should go take a look here. Oh yeah, they're getting stronger. Definitely right down here. Yeah. The premise is the world's worst. And let's change the subject to the world's worst politician, or the world's worst, since it is election season, the world's worst presidential candidate.
Let me just say this. I made my mistakes. Well, I'm not a crook.
And over here, world's worst president, sir.
We have a report relayed through the flight dynamics officer that the vehicle has exploded.
Let's move down to the pool table. Pool table is always an excellent source of political know-how. How you folks doing? Doing well? My name's Doug. I'm with Laffin With the Joker, a hot new comedy TV show, and we are trying to figure out who you think, who you, the people, believe would make for the worst presidential candidate for this election.
The worst?
The worst for this year.
Any Republican.
Any Republican. Who do you think would make for the world's worst presidential candidate?
Worst presidential candidate? Probably Bill Clinton if he ran again.
Who would make for the worst presidential candidate?
Pee Wee Herman.
Pee Wee Herman. Do you have a slogan for him?
Go Pee Wee.
And I think he did.
I just need to find something. Maybe I could... Clerical. I'd be so good at clerical. I could do clerical. I could be a med tech. I could probably do that. Just something to get the bill collectors off my back. Maybe the phone company. Get them from breathing down my neck. I could wash cars. Pretty much anything at all. Jeez. Maybe I'll look tomorrow. Brian, tomorrow at the same time.
You know what? After a long day of work, finally a chance to be alone, huh?
Manchester United, you here for the game?
What? Did you,
The beach is this way?
That's my,
Next class is in 5 minutes. I'll see y'all there.
but I don't,
The band.
oh, that's fantastic. Who are these people?
Do you guys care if I play through?
Driver, is that a scheduled stop?
Okay, let me see here. Actually, I'm not really a stand-up comedian. I just kind of use this to get my music business off TV. See, I'm actually a song composer. I write songs for specifically, people write songs like love songs and, funny songs. I write songs for driving. You drive your car, I write songs specifically for driving. And I hope you don't mind, but I'd like to perform or let you get a little taste of one of my songs tonight. There's just one. Okay, I don't really have a title, except maybe driving.
Amateur comic Chad Foglin, is that correct, Chad?
That's correct.
Chad, and you're from?
Grand Island, Nebraska.
Grand Island, Nebraska. Now, you were telling me that you've done some comedy out in Georgia, is that correct?
Yep, that's correct. In Savannah, Georgia. I went to school down there and just kind of did that for fun, really.
Just did school for fun, yeah, always the best way to do it. Now, what prompted you to want to get into the stand-up business?
I believe my parents, when I was younger, used to see how long I could stay up. So they put me in front of the TV on Saturday nights and make me watch Saturday Night Live.
This is how it goes. Ready? Who put the fridge on?
comedy was always like a big thing in my family because it was always easier to make fun of everything than it was to like be real about it, I guess. I don't know.
So now you've done some sets down in Georgia. How much material do you have comprised now for the stage?
About 4 pages.
4 pages, which converts to what, about a minute on stage, you figure?
Yeah, maybe about 30 seconds.
This is my impression of Adolf Hitler's impression of King Tut. So say goodbye to me for a bit. Just one minute. Guten Tag, ich bin Adolf. Ja, und überall sind seine Steinkragen hineinschneiden. Ja, meine Impression waren King Tut. Ja, so, auf Wiedersehen für mich. Und der Schörgang. Thank you very much, Bill. That's it for me.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Dwayne.
Dwayne who?
Dwayne the bathtub. I'm drowning.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's is this long. Sylvester Stallone's is this long. Madonna don't use one. Madonna don't have one. The Pope don't use one. What is it?
I don't know.
Last name.
Oh, gosh dang. Oh man, you know what? I'm completely late. I'm gonna miss my gig. I'm gonna lose the $1 million contract. I'm already 15 minutes late. I need some serious help. Yeah. Hello? Yeah, is this Fast Dash Limo Taxi Service Incorporated? Yeah, you know what? I need a limo or a taxi or maybe a combination of both out here pronto. I'm 15 minutes late for my plane. If I don't make the plane, I don't make the gig. If I don't make the gig, I don't make the thing. You can have it here in 5 minutes? Really? What? That's pretty fast.
Folks, you're tuned in to Laffin With the Joker, the hottest new comedy show, comedy variety, stand-up show in television today. Here with me is Brian Kudrna. And Brian, what can you tell us about Laffin With the Joker?
Well, Laffin With the Joker is going to be a local show that will highlight a lot of national comics that will be traveling through the area, some comics that we actually have down here at Joker's Comedy Club, and also some local talent.
Very well said. And not only local talent, but regional talent, as well as Brian said, some of the best national stand-up touring comics out there. Plus, we're going to incorporate some sketch comedy. We're going to do some men on the street type of deals, and we're just going to have a lot of fun. And the neat thing about this, not only is it homegrown, but you're going to be seeing a lot of comedians that you typically don't get to see on television. Not because they're not good enough, but because they're not L.A., New York guys that you see on show after show after show. These are going to be different faces that are playing the main circuits of the comedy clubs in this day and age. So stick around. You folks are in for a real ride.
Hey, everybody. Hi, Doug. How are you?
Good. How are you doing, man?
Fantastic. Hey, you know what? The Weissenheimers are here talking to Doug McCraw about laughter, something that's very near and dear to you, I bet, as an owner of a comedy club.
It's very near and dear, and it's something that we treasure.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh. Now, if I were to ask you what's the biggest laugh you've ever experienced, what would you have to say?
I don't think that's happened yet.
That's always a good sign. Proof positive that a real comedian is always honing his craft. No laugh is big enough, right, Doug?
That's correct.
Oh, hey, look, it's Marv Cross.
Hey, Marv.
Hey, squeeze on in here.
Hey, all right. Hey, Doug, since we were talking about laughter, I was going to ask you, if you were to finish this sentence, laughter is, how would you finish it?
Medicine.
It's medicine.
I feel better already.
Are you guys even supposed to be here?
No problem. Oh, hey!
Talking about
everybody. Hey, scooch over, everybody.
I have a funny story about laughter. Remember how you told me if I told my mom that joke about the rabbi, the priest, and the prostitute, she'd laugh?
Yeah, yeah.
She didn't. She didn't laugh at all.
Hey, everybody.
I need to call
Hey,
her.
it's Monty. Hey, it's Monty. Hey, oh my.
It hurts inside. Welcome to Limo Survivor. This is America's hottest new game show where we take 5 people on a ride, ask them trivial questions, and see who can hang on for the tour. We're going to start our game right now with our 5 contestants, and we're going to do some rapid-fire questions right here to see who gets to ride around the block here. We're going to start with just the block. So these are going to be quick questions. Let's go to Matt first and foremost. Matt, quick question for you. How many periods are in a hockey game? Periods in a hockey game.
3.
3 is correct. 3 is correct. Matt stays aboard. Matt stays aboard. He gets to at least make it around the block. We'll see if he can hang on for the rest of the ride. Let's go to Jen. Jen, our next question to you, Jen, is, are you ready for this? Take a deep breath. All right. What? Are you okay? Do you need a breather? All right. It'd be helpful if we had liquid in that cup for you. And coincidentally, next question, by the way, what is the chemical makeup of water? The clock is ticking. I don't know if she's going to make it around the block. That's correct. She is absolutely right. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Very well done. Jen also gets to hang on for at least another block. Now we go to Brian. Brian, here's a real tough one for you. Regulation-sized golf course, how many holes?
Oh, the top. Is this so good? You can get it. Be 18, Doug.
That's correct. That is correct. Brian hangs on for another block as well. Brian hangs on. Well, we're starting to get into the lightning round where the questions are going to come a little faster and they're going to be a little more difficult. So be on your toes, survivalists, because who knows? It might be very soon that one of you gets voted out of here if you miss one of these questions. So here we go, on to the tougher questions. We're going to Nils. Nils, what is the smallest bone, or let me rephrase that. Where is the smallest bone located in the human body?
Come on, that'd be your ear.
That's incorrect. That is totally incorrect. I feel bad. You've been with us for almost 4 blocks, but I don't think we can take you on the rest of the ride. Well, I was sorry to see Nils leave, but I really didn't like him. So he was actually right. He had the right answer. Can you believe that? He actually had the right answer. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to you guys. I wouldn't. I just didn't like him. Well, let's get on to our next question. This one is going to Nikki. And Nikki, another tough one coming at you. Another tough one coming. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Question is, true or false? Is seaweed used in the making of ice cream?
True.
It is true. She got it right. She got it right. She was absolutely right. She was absolutely right. We're going to get more scientific, and the questions a little more difficult. We're going to go back to Nikki again, and then we're going to go back down the line. See which 4 of these survivalists can make it around the next block. Here we go on this wonderful ride of survival. Nikki?
Yeah.
True or false? I am wearing a size 9 shoe.
False.
I'm sorry, that was true. That was true. I only wish it was false, because, you know, I wish I had a, you know. Anyways, I'm sorry, that's not going to work out. We're going to have to ask you to leave. But you were a great contestant. We are going to miss you. That was a tough one. I told you the questions were getting tougher. You competed very well, though. I think there's some nice parting gifts over there, or at least a newspaper vending machine. Well, oh boy, I'm
What's with her attitude when she left? I mean, looking at us all evil-eyed like she's Miss Queen Bee or something.
The ride has been extremely safe so far, don't you think? The ride has been safe. Nobody's been in real danger.
With the Joker, laughing with the Joker. I wanna be happy, you know that's that. I wanna be happy in my carnival hat. I sing on key, or I sing flat. Long as I'm singing in my carnival hat, wearing carnival hats. Singing flat, carnival hats. Everybody be singing in their carnival hat. No money for the bus, what's up with that? Ride for free in your carnival hat. Pavlov's dog, a maze and a rat, salivating in their carnival hats, wearing carnival hats. Carnival hat, carnival hat. Everybody salivate in their carnival hat. Comes out at night, my little pet bat, eating mosquitoes in his carnival hat, riding around naked, loony as a bat. Credibility in your carnival hat, carnival hat, loony as a bat, carnival hat, credibility in the carnival hat. Jack Sprat could eat no bat, skinny as a rail in his carnival hat. His wife so big and fat, cute chunky monkey in her carnival hat, carnival hat. We're wearing carnival hats, carnival hats. She's a cute chunky monkey in her carnival hat. Left my clothes in Lizard's flat, so I could pack another carnival hat. I squished and pushed them suckers flat, so I could pack another carnival hat. Packing carnival hats and squishing them flat, packing carnival hats. You can start a revolution in your carnival hat. Start a revolution in your carnival hat. Start a revolution in your carnival hat.
And joining me on the couch now is our headliner this week at Joker's Comedy Club, Mr. Chris Crazy Legs Fonseca. Chris, it's good to see you back. It's been a while since you've been down here.
Good to be back to Omaha. My wife is always mad at me for something. About a week ago, she sent me to the store to buy Cosmopolitan. I came home with a box with 3 kinds of ice cream. I didn't know. I am originally from Colorado, and when people find that out, they ask me, do you ski? Yeah. Like a Kennedy.
Now, a lot of people may not know that you have cerebral palsy, correct?
Right.
And is that something you were born with, or something that came about with time?
It's actually a bad artifact of a breast implant. I tried to go to a D cup and bam, I'm in a wheelchair. Imagine that.
That can happen. That can happen. Now with that, you've got an album out called Not Tonight I Have Cerebral Palsy. And you had that, when did you cut that album?
It came out in 97.
97.
And I've got my follow-up album coming out very soon. It's called Get in the Van. One time I was at Omaha and a van full of disabled people pulled up. As they were going in, I was coming out. The next thing I knew, some guy came up to me and said, "Get in the van." I turned into Robert De Niro. I said, "You talking to me?" He said, "Look, I'm not in the mood, get in the van." I thought my next TV appearance was gonna be an unsolved mystery. Comedian Chris Fonseca went to Walmart. He was never seen again.
You've been in this business how long now?
15 years.
15 years?
Yeah.
And what are the upsides? What things, what keeps you going in this business?
Well, I enjoy making people laugh.
Yeah.
I enjoy traveling to places that I may not have traveled.
Yeah.
If it wouldn't have been for business. For 4th of July, I did something very American. I went to Mexico. It's harder than hell in Mexico. Harder than hell, and everybody's selling blankets. Hello? Maybe that's why your country's in poverty? And when you cross the border into Mexico, you have to pay 25 cents. It's like Mexico has a cover card. I tried to cheat. I went right up to the border and I said, "Can I just see if my friend is in there?"
Sure do appreciate having you here, and it's been a long time. You were, like I was saying earlier, you were our first comic we had here almost 3 years ago, and we're very excited to have you back here this week. And like I said, folks, you need to catch this man in action. He's absolutely one of the best out there, a real pro. Thank you very much for coming out, Mr. Chris Fonseca.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
I'm handicapped and I'm Mexican. Ooh. So if you make me mad, I'm gonna pull a knife and we're both gonna get hurt.
This is Doug McCraw with Laffin With the Joker. We want to thank you folks for tuning in to another episode, and look for us down the road. This show's going to keep building, and who knows when you might get to be on camera. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you later.